Alright, Casimiro. What form do we have here? Factored formula is correct. How did you know that? There are two sets of parentheses. Let's write that formula. Tell me the formula, Casimiro. Did you forget a letter there?
A.
Yep.
X minus B. X minus B.
Alright, Casimiro, I'm just going to ask you for, answers. What's your A value?
0.
How about your P value?
-1.
And your Q value?
-3.
Alright. Casimiro has two correct. Partner B, tell partner A, which one's wrong?
A.
Roberta, which one's wrong? That is correct. There's a 1 right here. So A should be 1. Casimiro, I have a question for you. How did you figure out the P and Q values to be negatives?
If it's not matching the formula, finding plus, you gotta make it be a negative number.
So you like changing them to negative numbers? So let me show you guys two ways how to figure out them to be negative. You could, as Casimiro said, change the plus signs to negatives. And then you can just highlight them. So I have a parentheses, I have X, I have a minus sign, P is -1. You can do the same thing over here. Cover up the parentheses, X, minus sign, Q is -3. Raise your hand if you did it like that. Here is a second way of figuring out how P is -1 and Q is -3. Did you guys mess up like I did on here on the video? P and Q are the opposite sign in the equation. So this is a second way. Class, what's the opposite of +1? -1. What's the opposite of +3? -3. Let's draw a graph. Marco, what does an A value of 1 mean? What does that tell us? Everyone talk to your partner in 5 seconds. What does an A value of 1 tell us? Yeah, Marco. What's positive? Okay. Marco, what do positive people do? Most people. They smile. So our graph's going to open. Up or down? Up. Okay, you might be asking, why did I draw the graph over here? Because, thank you, Marco. Francis, what do P and Q stand for? Let's all open up our foldables. Last period, a couple of students didn't highlight the words I highlighted. So we have factored form. If you don't have this highlighted, you should. Francis, what's the only thing in there that I highlighted? What do P and Q stand for? X-intercepts. This is where it crosses the x-axis, -1 and -3. P and Q represent where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, let's see if it matches. Class, does it open up? Yes. Are our x-intercepts on between quadrants 2 and 3? No. So let's write that. No. X-intercepts in function 8 are negative. What do I mean by that? Right here. They're on the negative side of the x's, right? But the parent are positive. X-intercepts. Let me zoom in for you and then I'll explain it. This is a live Mr. In classroom. This does happen all the time. I'm recording. So, this is really the order pair -1, 0. Left 1, stay. -3, 0. Left 3, stay. That's what it means when it's negative. But up here, this graph looks weird because there are no numbers here, and you just have to conceptualize that these are the positive values. As I go back to this answer, I want to make sure we're very clear. Everyone say no abbreviations. You should write out the words. In our notes, we're just going a little bit faster, so you should write out the word x-intercept, all letters. The second thing, the common mistake from last year, students would just write, it's negative. And that was wrong, and that was bad, and you got marked off for that. The reason why is that in math, if you look at our whole problem, there are a lot of negative parts to this. I don't know what it means to be negative. You have to explicitly say that the x values are negative in ours. Okay? So don't just write the word negative. That would be bad.